was in October 2013. She had a sinus infection, and she would get sinus infections occasionally, and when she did, they really made her sick. And I told her, I said, you need to go to the doctor. Says she needed to get an antibiotic. She went to the doctor, they prescribed some medication, and she instantly got sick from it. So they thought that maybe she was allergic to that particular one. So they prescribed a second one, and the same thing happened. And so they did, I think it was 8 biopsies of the liver, and they came back stage 4 cancer. We knew that liver cancer was never a primary, that it's always a secondary. So the doctor was hoping, the oncologist was hoping that it would be ovarian cancer, because that would have given him longer to get it into remission. But it ended up being colon cancer. At the time that she was diagnosed, she was 41. She turned 42 in January, and for her 42nd birthday, Ben and the girls took her to Disney World, because that was her most favorite place in the world, isn't it? And when she passed away, she was 42 years, 3 months, and 19 days. And Abby was 17. Allie was 14. Allie turned 15 3 weeks later. And Avery was 7. And when she passed away, when they did the ultrasound and the MRI in the end of April, the doctor told us that day that he said, on Monday I told you you might have 6 months. Today I'm telling you you've got days.
Yeah, it went really fast. It's funny when we got that diagnosis that, you know, he threw out 6 months right away, and then kind of backpedaled and well, we're going to do this, we're going to do chemo, and so automatically the 6 months you just kind of put it away, and you think, oh, we're going to beat this. I just always felt like we were going to beat it. And I think that's kind of a defense mechanism, maybe, that you don't want to face what could happen. But she just fought to the very end. She wanted to be there for her girls, and she was a fighter, and she did everything she could to stay as long as she could.
I never dreamt, there wasn't even the possibility that she wasn't going to survive. There wasn't. We never even thought that way.
What was so neat about her that I'll never forget was when they told us that she had days at the hospital, she walked around and hugged every nurse that worked with her and helped her. And even there was a couple patients there that was still on chemo and stuff, and she went over and hugged them and wished them luck.
She always sat by this one older gentleman that had colon cancer, and he was crying when she came out, and she hugged him, and he said, I am so sorry. And she said, you beat this for us. So.
But that's the kind of girl she was, really.
I remember like going to school, my friends would have like regular folders, and they'd like pull them out with a Sharpie and write like math on them, you know. But she'd had like the really nice folders and had like a sticker and all that. Like she always went like the extra mile, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, my mom was very organized, like they said. Everything was always had a spot, and if it wasn't, she made sure it got back to its spot. She was really outgoing and loving and always there to support all of us.
She was really nice and loving. She always helped me with stuff.
Yeah, you know, you just never know. You know, God gives you this day, and you don't know what tomorrow's going to be. And I didn't like to travel at all. And one of Jen's friends turned 40 and was going to go on a cruise, and I didn't want to go, but I went, and we had a blast. And I'm just so thankful that we went on those trips and did those different things that I guess I'd encourage people to do those things, take those trips, spend time together as a family and a group, and just enjoy the day. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.